And I said, Lord, what are you up to? Because I knew he must be up to something, because I had spoken at it in 1997, and I wasn't aware anybody ever did it twice. And then I found out that one person did it twice, and that was Billy Graham. Then I was really suspicious. I said, Lord, what are you up to? What do you want me to say? But, you know, I didn't know what I was going to say. I kept writing stuff down right up until the day of the prayer breakfast. And they were very concerned, the White House and the organizers. They said, you're not going to say anything to embarrass the president, are you? I said, moi? No, I would never do that. But that morning, it was so clear what I was supposed to say. And obviously, it resonated with people across the nation. And the next thing I knew, people were clamoring for me to run for president. And I said, God, just ignore that. It'll go away. But it didn't go away. It kept building. And every place I went, people with signs, run, Ben, run. And I started getting all these petitions, 5,000 petitions a week. I had hundreds of thousands of petitions. You could barely get in the office. And I finally said, Lord, you know, this is not on my bucket list of things to do. But if you really want me to do this, you'll have to open the doors, because all the political pundits, all the experts, they say it's impossible. It cannot be done. And I said, I don't want to push the doors open, but if you open them, I'll walk through them. And I'll walk through them as long as you keep them open. And he opened the doors, so I walked through. And, you know, it's been interesting, you know, learning about what runs this country. You look under the hood of the engine that runs Washington, D.C., and your immediate response is to close it and run away, because it is so corrupt. It is unbelievable. And all the ties and the special interest. And, you know, since I've been in the process, you know, the people who've been trying to corrupt me and make you this deal and that deal, and some of the billionaires who call, you know, I get all these people saying, if you do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll move this person over here, and we'll do all. And I just tell them all the same thing: go jump in the lake. Because, you know, it's, that's the reason I don't accept special interest money. I don't accept money from billionaires who want to influence the process. Because this country was designed around we, the people. And the people are supposed to be at the pinnacle. And the government is supposed to be there to facilitate life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And what has it turned into? It's turned into a situation where the government sits at the pinnacle position and now dictates to us. And most of us know that we're heading in the wrong direction. We're about to go off the cliff. But we happily just ignore that. And, you know, a good example at the debate last night, if you can call it a debate, you know, it reminds you so much of the Roman Colosseum. You know, ancient Rome, they were so strong, there was no way you could bring them down from the outside. But as they began to deteriorate interiorly, all the people wanted to do is go to the Colosseum and see the blood and the gore, see somebody stab someone or cut someone's arm off, or a lion come out and tear somebody apart. Yeah, yeah. And not even recognizing what was happening to their society. And we have a society now that is being torn apart by division. The war on women, racial wars, income wars, age wars, religious wars. We have a nation that has a fiscal foundation that is being destroyed by carelessness. It's like we don't even care that there's anybody who's coming behind us. We have a nation where we are absolutely refusing, as the pinnacle nation in the world, to take a leadership position in the world, which is producing nothing but chaos. We have a nation where we are allowing education to deteriorate. And why is that such a serious problem? Because our founder said that our freedom and our system is dependent upon a well-informed and educated populace. And if they ever become anything other than that, the nature of the country will change. Why? Because people would be easy to manipulate. You could tell them anything, and away they would go. I think you recognize that in our society today. The real question is it too late? Have we already gone over the cliff? Is it possible for America to be saved? Can we bring back the values and principles that made us into a great nation once again? Or are we willing to give them all away for the sake of political correctness? That is the question. And it will require everyone who is a person of faith, who is a person of values, not just to be content with that, but to go out and preach to everybody in their sphere of influence about what is happening to our nation. We must get everyone, for instance, to understand that in 2012, 93 million people who could have voted did not vote. And 25 to 30 million so-called evangelicals did not vote. I say so-called because I'm not sure a lot of people that are included in the evangelical are evangelicals. You know, you have to be somebody who Christ is the center of your life, and that's the way you live your life. And, you know, that doesn't just include going to church once a week and then acting like the devil the rest of the week. I don't think that's evangelical at all. But anyway, so many of those people did not vote. And a lot of people who are in the conservative group did not vote because somebody didn't agree with them on 10% of things. And they listened to these secular progressives who come along and say, you conservatives are so worthy of praise because you are people of such high principle and such high value, and you won't vote for somebody if you don't agree with them on everything, and we really admire you. And then they go home and laugh because they know they have the election in the bag. And we have to stop doing that. It's better to have somebody that you agree with 90% of the time than somebody you disagree with 100% of the time. And you have to recognize that if we get somebody like Hillary Clinton in office, who gets 2 to 4 Supreme Court picks, America as we know it is gone. We have just dealt our children and our grandchildren a death blow. We can't do that. So